Thank you. I now recognize Mr. Allred from Texas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to thank the witnesses for appearing before us today and commend you for your incredible bravery. I and many Americans watched in awe as the people of Hong Kong took to the streets to protest the proposed extradition laws nearly a year ago in just amazing numbers. And the bravery of the people of Hong Kong, I think, is an inspiration to people around the world. The fight for democracy in Hong Kong is not just a fight for only Hong Kongers. It's a fight for self-determination, human rights, and the advancement of freedom around the world. And as the world's oldest democracy, we must, in a bipartisan way, not only stand with the people of Hong Kong, but we must act. And I agree with my colleagues' statements about the legislation to offer safe harbor and refugee status to Hong Kongers, and the need to not only sign some of our bipartisan legislation, but to also issue sanctions against Chinese officials, while I recognize that that may alone not be enough. The point raised by Mr. Long several times today and by Professor Peterson is one that I want to stress. The way to stand up to China is not through bluster and unilateral trade restrictions while asking for help with your re-election. The way to stand up to the Chinese is to present a united front of the international community and to engage in the diplomatic mechanisms in the UN and elsewhere to raise and legitimize issues with China. The United States is the only country that can gather the world around these issues. And so we have to lead. These international treaties and mechanisms are only as strong as the US's commitment to them. When we withdraw, they don't go away. They're just simply used by the Chinese and others who don't believe in the expansion of democracy, in human rights, in the right of self-determination. And as a member of this committee, meeting for the first time after some pretty big revelations have been issued about this administration, I think we have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is that the President of the United States has been accused by his former National Security Advisor, John Bolton, of offering his support for concentration camps. Concentration camps. This is such a departure from past US presidents that I can't even really overstate how harmful this is to our status as a leader around the world in human rights. History books will write about this unspeakable breaking of the US commitment to human rights. Now, we have about 2 minutes left in my time. My only question to the witnesses is to offer you a chance to expound upon some of the things you've said today so that the people in my district in Texas and the American people can put a face here in our democratically elected and empowered forum to what's happening in Hong Kong, and to ask you how you feel about this law that's been put in place, this repressive law, and how you feel about what you are seeing and not seeing from the United States. And you can go in any order that you want.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I will come in first. I think everyone in Hong Kong, when they wake up every day, they have to make a decision now. After the law was being passed, what sort of message they could put on Facebook? Should they come out to march and gathering? Will they be arrested? Should I teach my children critical thinking because the Communist Party want to brainwash my children? These are the things that everyday life of the people of Hong Kong are now being threatened, and they are now living in fear of crossing the red line, so-called. And for me personally, of course, as a political activist, we are also putting ourselves on the back. But I think the people of Hong Kong, as mentioned, we are being ordered. We try to be innovative in our struggle, and we will continue our fight. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. When I know the fact that I have to be forced to exile, and leave my home places and come to America, to resume my graduate study. I've met incredible colleagues who share the story about their Iranian family who flee from their country in the 70s, or European country who are under Nazi rule. So it comforts me in the sense to know that US story is actually composed of many people like me and other freedom fighters who actually have to be forced to leave their country. So I hope the US story will continue to inspire people, and I hope that more Hong Kong people will be able to continue their struggle in this place or other countries.
Okay, thank you.